Welcome to the GTP. My name is Scott, and my goal is to help you find wonderful experiences for yourself and your family. So let's go ahead and get started to a wonderful manga haul for the month of April. And I love watching manga haul videos as it gives an idea of what other people are checking out and reading. I always love discovering new series. In the comments below, would you mind sharing what you are either currently reading or what have you currently picked up? And if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And the first volume that I picked up for the month of April is Kaiju number 8 Volume 2. This is a new series that recently came out and it is phenomenal. This is a story of a person whose job is a cleanup crew of the kaijus, and I just found that hilarious of, if a monster, let's say someone attacked Godzilla and Godzilla taken down, somebody has to clean up the body. Somebody has to take care of that corpse. And this is a story of a journey of a person whose job is sanitation and then turns into a kaiju himself and having to deal with the hilariousness of being a kaiju and also pursuing his passion and dreams of fighting the monsters alongside a special someone. So this is a series I highly recommend checking out. There's only 2 volumes out right now, so it's an easy one to recommend and pick up. The next series I picked up for the month of April is My Hero Academia Volume 30. And this is one of my favorite series of all time. I actually got into manga because of My Hero Academia. I was so in love with the anime that I wanted to check out the manga series, and down the rabbit hole I went to all the series I currently own. But this is very near and dear and special to my heart, and it is amazing as the story has progressed. It's only gotten better and better. So it's a series I highly recommend checking out, and if you have not bought any of the volumes yet, they just announced the first box set that will be coming this October for a great price of volumes 1 through 20. So it's a great time to get ready for a phenomenal series this October if you've not checked it out yet. Now the next manga series I picked up for the month of April is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 15. And I will let you in on a little secret. I actually stopped reading this series, even though I know it's extremely popular, after Volume 9, as I was just a little bored with it. I even chose to watch the anime to try to get back into the series. I went and saw the movie, but I still wasn't feeling it. Now I heard its current arc, which ends in Volume 16, is one of the best arcs in the story, and a very popular arc in all of manga. So I'm waiting for that last volume to come in and to read it all in one swoop to see if it's still a great series or it may be a series I actually dropped. The next series I picked up for the month of April is Call Me Can't Communicate Volume 17 and Call Me Can't Communicate Volume 18. This is a wonderful, very wholesome series about a girl who is terrified inside about speaking and actually struggles to share her thoughts and words with others. Yet she is dying to have friends and really does want to be able to communicate with others, but everyone else is terrified of her because she comes off as this amazing, confident person, but in the inside she is very frightened. The series recently got an anime adaptation on Netflix, so it's one I highly recommend checking out if you're looking for a series that is sweet as well as wholesome. Now the next manga volumes I picked up for the month of April actually goes back to last manga's haul where I shared I broke one of my rules, which is to not pick up manga that's currently out of print. But luckily I was able to find a few volumes of the series Eternal Sabbath as I've been slowly trying to collect the entire 8 volumes. And luckily I was able to pick up for a really good deal and price volumes 2, volumes 4, and volume 7 of the series. Currently I just need to hunt for down volume 6 as well as the last volume 8, and after that I'm excited to check out this series, which I know very little on, but was highly recommended after I shared some of the other series I love to read and enjoy. Now the next series I picked up for the month of April is Golden Kamuy Volume 25, and this series actually is ending fairly soon. If you've not checked it out before, it really has something for everyone. is kind of a jack of all trades, where they usually say is a master of none, yet this is a master of everything. It has action, it has adventure, it has drama, it has discovery, even has a love for cooking. So if you're looking for a little bit of everything, this is a great series I recommend checking out. The next series I picked up for the month of April is Beastars Volume 17. Now this is a popular series that also has an anime on Netflix, just like Call Me Can't Communicate. This is a story about herbivores and carnivores trying to remain in balance and harmony together, and it almost reminds me kind of like how Zootopia is for kids. This is almost like Zootopia for adults. So it's a series I highly recommend checking out if you haven't already. Now the next series I picked up for the month of April is a series I actually ordered last September, and I've been dying to start the series, but I had many volumes missing, and that is Love is War. Now this series reminds me of Death Note, with the idea of having brain versus brain battle of wits against each other. So if you enjoy Death Notes minus the killing, it's a phenomenal series and a battle of wits. So I was so happy to pick up Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 12, Volume 13, Volume 14, Volume 15, Volume 16, Volume 17, and Volume 22. It felt kind of ridiculous, but I did say I was missing many volumes to start the series. So I cannot wait to go ahead and read Love is War. The next series I picked up for the month of April was on Right Stuff Anime's recent Kodansha sale, and I was lucky to find out that they actually had the entire series all in stock, and it's actually the sequel to the very popular series Battle Cry Alita, and this is the sequel following that first series. And I was able to pick up the omnibuses Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, as well as singles, because they don't have omnibuses for these, is Volume 16, Volume 17, Volume 18, and Volume 19. I'm so grateful that this was a series that was completely in stock, and I'm not having to wait months or possibly over a year to go ahead and start reading. The next series I picked up for the month of April, I actually ordered the entire series last August, and I was missing only 2 more volumes. And I know I'm butchering the name, I apologize, but I believe it's the case of the Vantese or Vantesse. Sadly, I took French in high school, but of course I don't remember how to pronounce. But this is a series I was looking forward, and I've been waiting a long time to get started. There are 8 volumes currently out, but here's Volume 4, and the last volume I was also missing, Volume 5. Now this series is written by the same author that wrote the hit wonderful manga Pandora Hearts, with the main difference that this story is actually about vampires. So if you're looking for a good vampire manga series that isn't too long right now, I highly recommend checking out the series. Now the next series I'm going to reveal, I actually purchased at SakuraCon 2022. If you go ahead and click the eye on the top right hand corner, you can check out how that experience was for myself and my family going to a con together. And I teased in that video that I actually, again, broke my rule, which is to not purchase a series that is currently out of print. There were many series I wanted to pick up at that con, but I restrained myself so much because of that rule. But there was one series I wanted to get more than other, and that was the Rurouni Kenshin Viz Big Edition. Now growing up, I actually watched the anime series and loved it so much, and I was actually bummed with how I felt like it just kind of ended. So I was excited to find out the manga was actually went further ahead than the anime, and this is a series I've been wanting for a long time, but I wanted the big edition. Now there is a regular Rurouni Kenshin omnibuses, but to be honest, the paper felt kind of cheap and didn't feel as nice in the hand. But when I grabbed volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4, it just felt so nice to hold. It's very clean, and it was a series I had to decide to start collecting. Now the problem is, while I was waiting in line to purchase this series, the person behind me said, "Do you realize volume 9 is going to be so expensive and hard to find?" In a great sigh, I said, I know. But what I did not know is each volume also becomes a lot more expensive. I was able to search online and I found volume 1 fairly cheap, but I noticed as you find volume 5, then go to volume 6, then to 7, 8, and 9, the price slowly creeps up higher and higher. So I have a feeling this will be another series that'll take a while to hunt for, but I'm excited to see what it's like trying to find this phenomenal series in the Viz Big Edition. So the next series I was actually able to pick up in its entirety, as it was a box set that's been out of print for a while, and that is the High School Club. Look at that beautiful 18 volumes of a wonderful series I've been wanting to check out for a while. And now this series is actually about a girl that ends up getting into a club that is run by several different guys. And what got me attracted to the series is I really enjoy reading the banter of high schoolers trying to figure out and grow up in life. One of my favorite video games of all time is the Persona series, and the reason why I love it so much is the character development as they're growing up together. Not only in Persona are they fighting monsters, but another key component I love is them just trying to grow up through high school and become adults. So I'm excited to read this series, as it's another series about teenagers having to grow up, figure out life into maturity, and go from out of high school and then on to adulthood. Not only did I pick up some wonderful manga for the month of April, but I actually grabbed a couple graphic novels too. And as soon as I saw how beautiful and nice these hardcovers looked of this new edition, I knew I had to pick it up, and that was Deadly Class. Now this series is about a group of high schoolers that are actually training to be assassins. And as you look at just how nice this hardcover is, but this is volume 1, as well as I picked up volume 2. And believe it or not, these are actually surprisingly heavy, but they do look phenomenal. And I also went ahead and grabbed the 3rd volume of Deadly Class as well. I heard a rumor that they're going to make an edition like this for the rest of the series, as it's not fully complete, so hopefully they'll have a 4th one that looks just as nice as this. But I'm really excited to check out the series, as this is another one I've never read. And last, I picked up a graphic novel that probably doesn't need any introduction when it comes to people who read graphic novels, as this is the #1 in a lot of people's lists. I've had a couple friends tell me how good the series is, and it's one they highly recommend I check out. So I ended up picking up the 1st volume of the hardcover of The Sandman. I'm always looking for a unique series, and as soon as I saw that this one finally came back in print, I decided I had to pick it up for myself. So that's my entire manga haul for the month of April, and a couple graphic novels. So if you'd like to see more content like this and you've not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.